My ex-boyfriend is now guy, and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. They should hire you at conversion camps. Sushi date. Eating them in front of their family is crazy. It was my Uncle Ben. For me, it was my Uncle Benjamin. For me, it was my father. For me, it was my best friend. When you ask your homies how they lost their bitch in city. What is your darkest secret? I was about to say that I ducked my stepsister, but then I remembered this isn't anonymous. Almost got me, haha. Can we get right orcs? I want pale orcs. I believe those are called Germans. I just want pale orcs, bro. I took my girlfriend's little sister out on a date, so she knows how a guy should treat her when she gets older. Pre-ordering. Disney artists did not have to go this hard for a short film. I did not have to be this hard for a short film. Not even King Arthur is pulling me out. I'm learning Japanese, so I would notice. Edit. I realize now that that came off as kinda rude. I didn't intend to make it sound like I was bragging, but you can't put inflection in text, so that's my bad. I don't care if you keep disliking. I just wanted to clarify. Shut the duck up with that ching ching dog eater. Just a cute prisoner. Those who knows pain. I can fix her. Did you know? Amber Heard found to have the most beautiful face in the world, according to Greek golden ratio of beauty. Lucifer was the most handsome angel. And look what he did. My sister just walked into my room, grunted oil and promptly collapsed on the floor. Duck, she got possessed by America. North Korea released footage of their recent paramilitary parade that showcased agricultural and civilian vehicles with military modifications. Is nobody going to mention the irony of how a starving country is showing off the use of agricultural vehicles for military purposes? Girls actually go to work and school with cramp. They can be in a lot of pain and still act normal throughout the day. Superheroes for real. Oil yourself up, Nick. I'll be there in 15 minutes. This is absolutely insane. A group of tourists in Yellowstone was spotted exiting their cars and sprinting towards a mama bear and her two cubs. One of the tourists had a child in his arms. I don't really see the problem here. They saw some bears and he wanted the kid to see them too. How often are they going to have the opportunity to see some bears? Besides, if worse comes to worse, they can throw the baby at the bear to distract it as they are running. Why are there no schools or children in GTA 5? That doesn't seem very realistic. So you can't shoot up the school? Man loses feeling in his legs and nearly ice due to colossal peep. This isn't the weirdest story I've heard today, but it's a solid number 2. What is the worst smell in the world? So if someone gets a bowel obstruction, peep can back up into their stomach, get digested and then thrown up. This leads to the most horrid smell I experienced in my years as a nurse. I can never unhear this. I'm still gonna try. How are your body counts so high? So far in life I have only hit 2 people with my car, and I think one of them lived, so I really only have 1 body count. I'm seeing some of you with 20. School zones are basically bot lobbies. Just farm there for a bit. If reincarnation was ever confirmed, there would probably be a drastic spike in suicides. You mean rerolls? When you get the scene you didn't want, so you reroll. Recruit kicked out of the Navy for a populating on friend's pillow. Yearbook. Dishonorably discharged for discharging dishonorably. I think everyone wishes humans had tails. Like imagine the moms at Walmart saying, "Oh my god, your hair is so pretty." Then you'd say thanks with a straight face. But if we had a tail that she would be wagging so fast, then she'll notice it and be like, or look at you getting all excited for mommy, then you'd start to blush and get all embarrassed, and she times 3. You're feeling me on this one. Teacher, can you tell your little sister to stop making faces please? Me knowing I live alone must be my hostage. Hey there, back to the basement. 3 words better than I love you. All charges dismissed. Dated a blind girl, but she broke up with me. Guess who's back with a different voice? Bro, this isn't funny. What if a blind person saw this? Deku when he meets a quirkless child and doesn't tell them to take a swan dive off the roof. Deku changed difficulty settings. My dad is dead. Please, my dad literally died 3 hours ago. The Grim Reaper works hard, but the TikTok algorithm works harder. You need to rotate a human head 3 times to fully decapitate it because of the elasticity of the scene. How the duck do you know? Buy him food, play with his hair, take him out on a date. We reciprocating, ladies. Snack his tights. Tell him to bend over. Nourishing women with a dealt penalty would cut Adorshians, Idaho Lieutenant Governor candidate says. So Adorshian is mere dear, but killing women who get Adorshians is not. Hear me out. What if we killed women that want Adorshians while they're still pregnant? That way both sides would get what they wanted. Not to sound politically unaware, but did you guys know Fox News has absolutely no news about foxes? Same with BBC News. I love rearranging movie titles at the thrift store. Batman Begins eating out Adam and Steve in the bedroom. Nah, I'm not gonna be modest on this fine Monday. 44 weeks clean off Moth today. What are you gonna do to celebrate 1 year? Moth. Would you swim in this? Passed out no fewer than 300 times. But here's your pool. It's better to come in the sink than to sink in the com. What is something people find sexy that you don't? Long, claw-like fingernails. Maybe because I'm female, and it would cause issues. Had nails, not claw nails, and this guy asked me to shove a linger up his ace. I asked if he was sure, because I not only had nails, I had rhinestones on them too, and he said yeah. I made sure he got a good look, and he still gave the green light, so I did, and long story short, I had bloody ace juice on my linger. Never spoke to him again. What a terrible day to know how to read. Me with the 35-year-old woman I met on World of Warcraft. If you sweet talk the waitress, they let you do this at Golden Corral. I could explain 550 theorems, 243 equations and 876 concepts, but your beauty is still square root of -1. Can't send her, she just learned counting. Is the tattoo 96 under the best just for birth year, or is there a deeper meaning to it? She's actually just a really big Lightning McQueen fan. 50% of people have an IQ above average. 50% of people are also male. This is not a coincidence. Let this sink in. 50% people have an above average clock. 50% of people are also female. Let that sink in. I will let her clock sink into me. It is when a mosquito lands on a man's balls that he learns to use precision rather than strength. Master Uruguay. Yeah, my grandpa died in a Delt camp in World War II. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he fell off a guard tower. Why do people like thighs? This is a serious question. I don't understand what is appealing about having a lot of meat on the legs. Hip to waist ratio guide 2023. 4:1 stage 5 answer. 3:1 Kentucky Fried Chicken. 2:1 heat. 1:1 normal. 1:2 group. 1:3 obese. 1:4 24 hours before cardiac arrest. Can I be in the screenshot? Sure, buddy. Thanks, bud. Your dad is lucky. He dead. So what I hear is that your mom is single now? What is the worst advice you can give a virgin for their first time? When giving a hand job, grip tightly with both hands and twist in opposite directions rapidly. You know you're doing it right when you hear screaming. No, it's guy to duck women in general, because they like nut and that's guy. I thought it's lesbian, because it's lesbian to have sex with a woman and guy to have sex with a man. No, lesbians don't like nut, so it's straight to have sex with a lesbian. But men love catty, so it's straight to have sex with men. Just say no home. That makes sense. I went missing for 1 year experiment. My dad has been doing this challenge for 14 years. Duck me. Shut, I didn't mean it like that. Too late. What's the weirdest dating requirement you have? No breaking down and crying over your ex who committed suicide 2 years ago during our first date. Save that shut for the third date at least. Why does this airplane look so breadable? When my mom walked in, I immediately switched to Pan cause it was easier to explain. Man with the world's longest nose is yet to have record broken. Legend has it, women actually didn't mind him sticking his nose in their business. My husband and I went by it Saturday. We both thought it was ugly. Sorry, don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. I remember an old expression, if you can't say anything nice, type it into Facebook. No, wait, that's not it. You don't really need a pilot's license. What are they going to do, pull you over? Bro, it took Sonic fans 3 decades to simp over the actual humans in this franchise. I refuse to believe this is Chris's mum. Sonic? Chris? Mom? The price of blueberries has been going up much faster than that of other foods. Just look up blueberry inflation. Wow, I looked it up, and it's crazy what's causing it. I would link an article, but it's not working for some reason, so look it up yourself. The science behind it is insane. The blueberry inflation is indeed a very good look into. Duck you all. Just saw this on my girlfriend's phone. Their customer service is like no other. Pizza Hut. Good night. Hiring Keanu to play a foul-mouthed anti-corporate punk rock badass is a genius casting decision, and he does a good job at it too. I know, right? He's such a sweetheart in real life. You can hear how much fun he had playing Silverhand and exploring his inner race hole. Dude, that sounds... Nah, never mind. I broke up with my boyfriend, and I'm looking to experiment. Nice. You wanna make an avant-garde jazz noise band? How can I measure my girlfriend's linger discreetly? I want to buy my girlfriend a ring and propose to her. She doesn't wear rings and her hands are small. I'm worried that the ring won't fit. How can I know her ring size without her noticing? Ask her, respectfully, to linger your nose. Then you can try different objects of similar circumference until one feels about the same. Then you can take that to the jeweler, and they will measure it, wash it first, and after he buy the ring, he could hide it in his ace and ask her girlfriend to linger his ace again, and surprise, you're engaged. What's a normal thing in your country that's considered weird in other countries? School shootings. I was not ready for this. Neither were the kids. Or the police. Equipped maybe, ready no. Damn. Redditors, what is the most ducked up thing you have ever done? I peeped in a sock to slap a friend with it. What's something everyone thinks it's gross, but you don't? Formicophilia. That's a form of zoophilia that the people who are it are sexual interest in being crawled upon or nibbled by insects, such as ants or other small creatures. What is something nobody warns people about enough when it comes to having kids? How little coal they can actually mine a day. Women of Reddit, what's the first thing you think when noticing a man looking at your bests? Thanks, grew M myself. Ha 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 ha. I'm stealing the quote for my next dinner when girlfriend asks. Men who have slept with frosty tooths, what was your reason for it? I like to support local business. Does anyone have that Night 11 picture of the lion fur is having sex and talking about how the plane has auto steering? Hold on, let me check my Night 11 folder. Found it. Does it have automatic driving mod? Yes, it can drive by itself. I got a job at a dodo factory. The closest factory with decent pay that was hiring was Doc Johnson Dodo Factory. Pay started at $20 an hour with good healthcare benefits. I'm what you call the dodo dipper. After the dodos are made, it goes down the line, where I dip the tip of the dodos on red paint and move it down the line. Then on the weekend, I do quality control for overtime, and I inspect and make sure the dodos are in great shape. It's a fun job. If you work hard, maybe you'll get promoted to the product testing department. Quit playing video games, boys. Ancient wisdom found within. The more you stay single, the more they duck your future wife. Not if she isn't born yet. Knock knock knock.